Doctor Who Memories, The Demons. Hello and welcome to this week's video. This week I wanted to do another one in my occasional series talking about my memories of particular Doctor Who stories. This time around we're talking about the very famous and very loved Jon Pertwee story, The Demons. Now, I first saw The Demons in 1988, around about just over 18 months after I'd basically become a fan. And as I've said before, I joined my school's sci-fi club in 1988 and made some fan friends. And around July-ish that year, one of those friends basically taped me a bunch of pre-Sylvester stories, kind of one from each Doctor. And the Pertwee story that I got was The Demons. Now, obviously, this was 1988, so the copy of The Demons that I got was black and white. Mind you, the copy of Horror of Fang Rock I got was also black and white, and they actually still had colour ones, but I think that was to do with like 16th generation copy rather than because they didn't have the colour copies at that point, unlike The Demons. But anyway, yeah, that was the first time I saw The Demons, and I have to be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan. Because obviously by that point I'd done my reading, I'd done my research, and I knew that the Demons was a very famous story and widely regarded as a classic, if not the very best of the Jon Pertwee era. And I saw it, and I was kind of like, yeah, it was okay. I mean, to be fair, I hadn't seen that many Pertwee stories at that point. I think I'd seen Spearhead and Day of the Daleks. That was about all I'd seen from Pertwee. Oh, and Death to the Daleks as well. And I thought The Demons was kind of okay. I guess I sort of preferred it to Death too. But honestly, I liked Spearhead and Day way more than I liked The Demons. Now again, maybe you could say, down to the crappy copy and the black and white. But then again, kind of loved Horror of Fang Rock, and that was just as bad, if not worse. So I had that copy for a while. Now, obviously, I picked up the VHS in, 93, when they'd done the initial colorizations of it. And it was nice to see it in colour. But honestly, I still wasn't that impressed. When was the Blu-ray and the DVD? I mean, the DVDs came out in the early 2000s. I never liked The Demons that much. It was often one that I didn't watch as often as others, because I just thought it was really, 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 really overrated. I didn't think it was outright awful or anything, but it wasn't one that I reached for on a regular basis. And honestly, this has kind of been my opinion for a very long time, up until like the last time I saw it, which was, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now. It's kind of getting due for a rewatch. It was before the season 8 Blu-ray came out, because I haven't actually watched that version of it. So that'll be nice to see it when I do, because no doubt it'll look even better than the DVD. But last time I saw it, I actually quite rather liked it. I liked it considerably more than I don't think I ever have before. Now, this is starting to become a trend with me, actually. I mean, just in the last couple of years, 2 stories that I've kind of reviled over the years in Revenge of the Cybermen and Planet of the Daleks, I watched again in Planet of the Daleks case. It was probably about the first time in 15 years. And I thoroughly enjoyed both of them. And that was kind of the case with The Demons when I last saw it. I'm almost actually kind of looking forward to watching it again now on the Blu-ray next time, because I kind of dug it. Now again, I don't know whether this is down to simply me seeing the story in a different light and seeing its more positive elements and just kind of clicking with it more than I ever have before, or whether it's, to be cynical, just the fact that New Who is just so unwatchable, literally unwatchable for me, because I just can't even tolerate it at all anymore. that even a story that I was never that fond of to begin with from Classic just looks so much better to me today. Maybe that's it, or maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe I just clicked with it a bit more. Maybe I was just more in the right mood. I guess we'll see when I do watch the Demons again via the Blu-ray copy, how I feel about it again. I mean, because like Revenge of the Cybermen is one that's kind of slowly been climbing. It wasn't an immediate kind of conversion like Planet of the Daleks. The time before I watched Revenge, I kind of didn't dislike it as much as I previously have. And then the most recent time, it kind of went even further up, and I'm like, this is actually quite good. Well, this is actually fun. Why did I hate it so much? So I don't know. And again, I never really hated the Demons. I just thought it was very overrated and just a bit on the meh side. But again, last time I saw it, I really rather enjoyed it. So maybe that'll come up and up even further when I watch it again. Anyway, that's my tale of the Demons. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will talk to you again soon.